Welcome to the Resilient Woman Leadership Podcast, where professionally minded women explore the art of grounding into the powerful foundation that makes us resilient leaders in business and in life. I'm your host, Kathryn Regganie, and I believe that when we women connect deeply with our truest selves, we can collectively shift our leadership culture towards compassion, cohesion, and true creativity. Hi, and thank you for joining me on this special holiday episode. Just me and you here today. You know, the holidays are coming, and let's be honest, those of us in corporate leadership often feel like we have to armor up, speed up, and toughen up, just to keep everything running smoothly. Sure, we can play the good old boys game and be very successful doing so, but it comes at a cost. When we set aside our natural gifts to succeed in male-driven spaces, it wreaks havoc on our hormones and nervous system and often leads to burnout. Before you know it, we're fried, frustrated, and raging like dragons at work and at home. We wonder how we became so frustrated, burned out, and out of touch with ourselves. The truth is, we're not designed to play this game long term, and we don't have to. Believe me, as a former corporate adrenaline junkie myself, I've turned into a resilient, wise woman. I've been there. My nervous system was constantly on high alert. I looked successful from the outside, but on the inside, I was suffering. I was exhausted, accidentally snippy, and my relationships, especially at home, were falling apart. I found myself in the middle of a divorce, and I hit rock bottom. But three things really saved me from that. First was energy healing. I learned to consciously work with energy, which helped me stay grounded and connected to myself. Learning to work with energy really helped me with my everyday life. Another thing was body awareness. I started using my body as a navigation system. I recognized that my body had wisdom in different areas of it, and when I learned to tap into those wisdom areas, it was a game changer. And then third was the dragon woman archetypes that I've created. And really by understanding my unique dragon woman, I learned to leverage her power so much more effectively. When I started applying these tools, my confidence grew, and so did my results at work. It took a new leadership role that paid me more. It relocated me to a city that I loved and allowed me to really thrive personally and professionally. So now I'm on a mission to help high-achieving women just like you reduce stress, regain balance, and create success that feels aligned and sustainable with who you are. I'll guide you through these 3 steps to help you stay calm, happy, and productive, even during the holiday season. And it all really starts with learning to release the pressure cooker and quiet the nervous system. You know, during the holiday hustle, there's a lot of activities and our bodies go into a stress response, leaving us overwhelmed and unable to rest. There's all the shopping, there's the cooking, maybe there's travel, the party obligations. Oh yeah, and all of the end of year projects at work. It can be completely overwhelming. My tip here is to really practice some breathing exercises because I find with my clients, they hold their breaths. And when they hold their breath, then your nervous system keeps going in high alert. It's on fight, flight, or freeze. So when you take your breaths on the exhale, make your exhale longer than your inhale. This allows your nervous system to slow down and for you to calm down so that you can move out of the burnout. So let's just practice it. Just take a nice big inhale and then make your exhale longer than your inhale. And feel how your nervous system really starts to calm down. And you can take as many breaths like that as you wish. The next step is really to escape your dragonizing, which is a step on the good old boys burnout path. And many women, although they're succeeding at the good old boys game, they're losing touch with their feminine self. And they're really starting to burn out. They've got adrenal fatigue, and maybe they're in a constant bad mood. But if you try to really pay attention to your physical body, become aware of your body, and connect with the wisdom the different areas have, it can be a game changer for you too. I like to think of one of the wisdom areas is your gut. A lot of us talk about it was a gut feeling, or I just knew it in my gut. A lot of us, it's sort of a thing that we say now. Some people say it's an intuition sort of thing. But a lot of times, if you just focus in on your gut and see what it has to say, that can really help you create direction for yourself. It grounds you into your body. It knows what to do. And then if you use the breathing exercises, it helps calm you. And then decisions are much more easily made when you can do this. And if we were to work together, I'd incorporate energy healing as well to help support your journey and make it much more effortless. And then we get into reframing some of that accidental rage or the anger that comes up. And one of the myths that I often hear is that strong women don't get angry. And I don't think that's true. Having been a strong woman and still am a strong woman, I do get angry. And I know now that when I do get angry, it's time to really take a step back and figure out where that anger came from. You know, especially during this holiday season, you might feel like you're a little bit more frustrated and maybe not as nice as you normally are. And by just saying yes to one too many things or adding one too many things to your plate, that anger can really come out. But if you connect to that, you know, maybe it's just bad boundaries that you really need to reflect on and decide what's really important for you to say yes to and what's important for you to say no to, or yes, and this is how I can accomplish that. So if you're reframing that belief, you can really start setting those healthier boundaries and connect better with your authentic self. And sometimes, you know, using your gut and your breath, like we just talked about, you can really start to incorporate all of these things together. And then if we were to work together, I'd help you create your own unique path to becoming fully resilient. And during this episode, I hope now you feel like you have a much better, at least beginning understanding of the resilient woman leadership path that you've started on even just listening today. You now are starting to understand the importance of calming your nervous system to break free from that pressure cooker of stress. You're starting to learn how reconnecting with your body's wisdom helps you escape the burnout and rediscover your feminine power, maybe your intuitive power. And that reframing those limiting beliefs like professional women don't get angry, you can really restore your authenticity and joy. And with my Resilient Woman Leadership Program, I really help you to heal and shed the dragon woman armor that we find ourselves donning and healing from the wounds of that good old boys game. And you'll learn leadership skills that really fit your specific feminine leadership type. And then once you understand that, you can really embrace and and use your empowerment to master the relationship-based success strategies that leave the good old boys club in the dust. The first step is really to take the Dragon Woman quiz and to discover your unique Dragon Woman so that we can really start you on your path to your specific leadership. And then when you're ready for your personalized support, we'll map that unique leadership path together and get you on your path to the resilient leadership success. I'll have the links in the show notes. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to help you navigate the holidays and beyond with resilience, power, and joy. Have an amazing holiday season. Thanks for listening to the Resilient Woman Leadership Podcast. Remember to take my Dragon Woman quiz at dragonwomanquiz.com. In just 2 minutes, this fun quiz will reveal your Dragon Woman and connect you to the resources so that you can leverage her power for good. And if you've enjoyed this episode, subscribe now so you can hear more inspiring stories from other resilient, wise women who will uplift and inspire you. Your review really matters to me, so please gift me back by reviewing this episode. Want more Kathryn? You can find me at energy-pathways.com.